Hi, I'm Alicia Cuglietta with Alicia Cuglietta Yoga. This video is contracting or engaging your pelvic floor. In the last video, we talked about the expansion of the breath into the pelvic diamond, into the pelvic floor. And in this video, we're going to talk about that contraction, that lift and engage that happens upon the exhale. And we're going to add on to it to make it more of a coordinated strengthening practice. So there are several ways I help my clients visualize engaging their pelvic floor. And one that I find effective is imagining gathering and lifting a tissue. When we engage the pelvic floor, it's more than just cutting off the stream of urine, which is often instructed in performing the Kegel exercise. That really only gets the urethral sphincter involved, and we need to get all of the pelvic floor muscles involved. There's a lot going on down there. So when we have a good engagement or contraction of the pelvic floor, we want to feel like the urethra is being pulled toward the vagina and the anus is being pulled toward the vagina. So it's like a gathering. So that's why I like the visualization with the tissue. So if we were contracting the pelvic floor, we would feel like we were gathering it and then lifting it. Inhaling, expanding, exhaling, gathering, and lifting. Inhaling, expanding, exhale, gathering, and lifting. So if you want to get the 4 points of the pelvic diamond involved, as we discussed in the previous video, just imagine those 4 points like your fingers coming together and then getting that little lift. Inhaling, expanding, pelvic floor gets a nice stretch. Exhale, gathering, and lifting. So that's basically it. It's a great visualization. It's really efficient, practiced seated, as we can imagine that we're sitting over top of that tissue, and each time we gather and lift, and then inhaling, expanding, and exhaling, gathering, and lift. Now it's important here to be in good posture. If we're slumped back onto our sacrum or we're tipped forward over our sit bones and our backside is poking way out behind us, this isn't an efficient position for breathing. So you want to be up on those two sit bones, those ischial tuberosities. You want to have nice posture. On the inhale, we feel the expand, respiratory diaphragm down through into that pelvic diamond. Exhaling, getting that lift and contract. So you want to feel your side bodies and your low belly knit in with this too. So inhaling, expanding, everything soft and loose. Exhale, little lift and contract, side waist and low belly. Inhaling, expand. Exhaling, drawing in the side waist, low belly, and getting that little contract and lift of the pelvic floor. So this is the way all of this is supposed to work together. And again, it can be challenging, especially if we've had some things off and the muscles and the interaction between them become imbalanced. So take your time, practice the breath, the inhale, the expansion. When you feel like you have that, add in the knitting in and the lift and gather, and you'll have your breath and pelvic floor in sync. In the next video, we're going to talk about incorporating breath and movements with the pelvic floor engagement. So I'll see you in the next video.